I was first taken away from my biological mother, I was 6 years old.
When the night has come
My two brothers came along with us.
and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we see. No, I won't.
Hi, I'm Carrie. I'm 17 years old. And I was in the system for about 6 years. I got in the system when I was 6, and when I was 10, decided I wanted to get adopted. The best decision I made. So, yeah. When I was about 8, that was the time when we had to go our separate ways, my brothers and I. I remember I was in the Gladstone facility, and they told me, well, aren't you lucky, you're moving to Sweetwater. And I'm like, Sweetwater? Where's that? I'm like, is it still in the state of Florida? And they're like, yeah, you're going to be moving in with two great people that have been in the system for a long time. And I was like, okay. So they grabbed my stuff and they took me to this house, and I met these two great people that for the next 3 years of my life molded me into, I think, the person I am today. So I'm very grateful for them.
No, I won't shed a tear.
I realized that I didn't want to grow out of the system, turn 18 and not have anybody to call my own besides my brothers. And I went and I talked to Charlie and I told him I want to get adopted. I did my little book about who I was, and they put it out there. I did the Rosie O'Donnell magazine, and it became something. It became a positive thing in my life, and it was something that made me work hard because I knew that one day that's what I wanted. And then I met my mother, and then we met again. We met at Gladstone. Gladstone has had a lot of. I've had a lot of stories at Gladstone. I was about this big, and I was with Monica, and my mother walks in. I'm like, who's this lady? Why are you talking to me? And I hid behind Monica. So I was this little girl behind Monica, and my mother was saying hi to me, and I was like, hi. And I would hide right behind her, and I would be like, what's your name? Carrie. I kept on hiding. And after that, we did the whole process of adoption. I was 10 years old. I had a jumpsuit on that had a little pocket in front. And before I left to go visit with my mother, I made a list of questions. It was 10 questions, 10 things I thought were most important that I needed answered. And we're sitting outside, and my favorite food at the time was Domino's pizza. And she had ordered me some Domino's. We were sitting there, and she's like, so do you have any questions? And I'm like, I do. I took out my little paper, I opened it up, and I had questions. And my first question was, if I do decide to make this work, would you let me see my family, my biological family? And she says, whenever you're ready, I will do everything in my power to help you find your family and help keep you in contact with your brothers. Once she said that, it was like love at first sight. I was like, okay, this works. I can do this.
Or the mountains should crumble.
The day I got adopted, it was kind of funny and ironic at the same time, because the day I was taken away from my mother, I was taken to Judge Lederman's office. And then the day I got adopted was in Judge Lederman's chambers also. And I was nervous. So they asked my mother, well, do you take Carrie? And then she's like, yeah, it's like a wedding. And everybody's like, take you, yes. And she looks at me and she's like, since this was all your idea, basically, what do you want to do? And I'm like, yeah, I'm crying because I'm very emotional. And I'm like, I want this. And then it became official. We took the picture, Judge Lederman, and I don't know. I mean, when I used to tell this story, when I was little, I would cry. And I'm about to cry now, but it's okay.
Or the mountains should crumble to the sea.
But it's something that made me who I am today, my past. Like, I feel very strongly that your past makes who you are today. And I'm grateful for everything Charlie's done and still does for me. I mean, that's the thing about Charlie. You might get adopted, you might grow out, but they're still there to help you. They still worry about where you are, if you're going to school, if you're doing good. And I respect Charlie for that, because being the organization that it is, it could easily just forget about the kids that leave and just be like, we did our part, we're done. But they don't, you know, they help you as much as you can, and they stay in contact and still want to see what you're doing, and they still want you, you know, to be a part. They're still your family. So, I don't know. I guess I still cry when I tell the story.
Stand by me. Whenever you're in trouble, you just stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand. Stand by me. Stand by me. Oh, darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me, stand by me, stand by me, stand by me. Sworn to secrecy, I might go after school. She was an angel, I saw her swimming there. I am in such a mess, I can't cope with this. She just teases me, pretend she can't